Co-host today is the man himself, Robert Dortch, a.k.a. the Flying Dorchman.
Hey, I love it.
I think about that. Whenever I hear your name, I think of the Flying Dorchman.
I can tell you thought of nicknames before because when I see you sometimes you'll be like, Robert Dortch. And I was like, this is not like, you've thought of some other nicknames for me. I love it.
The Flying Dorchman. It is Valentine's Day, and if you are alone today, it's because...
You're ugly.
Probably. Let's be real. You could probably pull something off. You still have some time left if you're watching this live. You got a few hours. Make some magic happen. Hop on the Tinder. Do you have Valentine's Day plans for tonight?
I have the most cliche and stereotypical Valentine's Day of all time. I'm going to Olive Garden.
You're going to fucking Olive Garden?
Listen, I even have a $25 gift certificate to Olive Garden, which is the only reason I'm even going to. Last year, I was at fucking Chili's. I was like, yo, and the thing was, it wasn't even, I was literally like, yo, I'm hungry. And she was like, let's go out to eat. And I didn't put two and two together. And I was like, oh, cool, let's go.
You didn't know it was Valentine's Day?
No, I don't give a fuck about Valentine's Day.
I give a fuck. I'm a sap, man.
So we went to Chili's, and then I went there because it was 2 for $20. So my thought plan, I was like, all right, so I throw in 10, you throw in 10. We call it
2 for 20, girl?
I was like, we call it a day.
Was this your girlfriend at the time?
This is my current girlfriend now.
Okay.
She sent me a memory of, she was like, last year's Valentine, and I was like, oh, fuck. This year's better because we got a gift card.
Was she fine with it, though? She like a super relaxed
She was fine
girl?
with it, yeah. So what's crazy was, and then the crazy thing is, listen, I went nuts for Christmas. So like, and also the shipping for me, everyone was like, thank you UPS and thank you FedEx driver. And I was like, fuck FedEx. I got a Christmas gift for her maybe 2 weeks ago that I just received.
Oh, damn.
So at that point, I just started lying and saying there were other gifts. So like for
That's
Christmas,
smart.
yeah,
That's
for
smart.
Christmas
Like,
she
other
got
gifts
like
coming.
right for Christmas she only got 2 gifts, and I was like, cool, I've lowered the bar. So now like her birthday, I'm like, here you go. And then Valentine's Day, I was like thinking of you when all of the shit was bought in like November.
How long have you been dating this girl?
So we've been dating, I think officially for 6 months.
Okay.
We've been fucking for like a little longer than this.
Like 2 years. I mean, if you were doing shit last Valentine's Day. That's the chillest chick ever.
Yeah, no, it works out. So I mean, look, this is better than past year's Valentine's. I can say that much.
Yeah. I'm excited for this year's Valentine's. I got to do the one thing, which is like I just started talking to this new girl, and I wasn't planning anything for Valentine's Day, but then it was a few days ago, and we're like hitting the point where we're like, oh, this is kind of fun. Like we're having a little relationship here. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I got to make a call to a friend of a friend who works at a steakhouse and get like a last minute reservation.
Oh, so you got the plug.
Exactly.
So she's immediately going to think higher of
Exactly.
you.
And here's the deal. This new girl is a fucking model.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Can you go to Meyer.com, please?
Are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah. Can you pull up Meyer.com, please?
That was a complete left. I thought this was going to go.
I don't know if you've seen Hefty ads or Ziploc bags where a woman's hands is slowly closing a bag. But that is my new woman.
She's a hand model.
She's not only a hand model, she also does like clothing for places like Meijer and Old Navy.
So wait, is her face ever in the ads?
Yes, I'm about to show
Okay,
you
'cause
an
now you were
official.
scaring me.
No, I'm about to show you a picture of her. All right, now go to like the show departments.
Okay.
Up at the top, just that click down menu.
I'm taking Meijer over Walmart 10 out of 10 times.
Meijer's classier. Walmart's a little trashy.
Walmart is like a bottom point.
Where am I going?
Go up at the top to show departments and then click that little drop down menu.
Okay.
And then keep scrolling down. There should be like a clothing and jewelry. Okay. This is so much fun to me. All right.
Is that her? Cause
No, it's not her. Keep scrolling down. She's going to pop up and I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I keep scrolling. It's a few more left, right there on the left. That is the girl. Yes, I'm taking her out for Valentine's Day tonight. If you listen to the last episode, her name is Hi. And that's extremely confusing.
That's Hi?
That's Hi. That's the girl from last week's story where she's like, hi. She's like, hello, my name is Hi. And I'm like, oh, what's your name? And she's like, hi. And I'm like, what's your name? She's like, hi.
That would have annoyed me so much I would have walked off.
Yeah.
I would have been like, that would have ended right there. I've been like, okay, she wants to play fucking games.
But she wasn't playing games. But now we're going to Valentine's and I'm so fucking excited.
Avery.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Listen, like, I don't know what the appropriate amount of time is to stare at someone else's girl.
That's fine. It's because it's
Wow.
a Meijer ad. Here's
Shit's
ex, she does like photo shoots all the time, so she has like just tons of these like professional pictures. So while I was over the other day, I just got like a portfolio of her pictures. So now whenever my friends come over, I'm like, oh, check out my new girl. And I have like portfolio pictures of her like doing cool badass poses.
They're waiting
shit.
for you to like pull out her Instagram instead. You pull out a fucking album.
Yep, exactly.
They're
They're like, oh, I thought we were gonna get regular pictures, and I'm like, no, go to Meyer.com. Go to fucking Meyer.com. Shout out, hi, thanks for listening. I bet you do. All right, but here's something that happened. My ex-girlfriend and I live in the same apartment building.
No.
We broke up not too long ago.
Also no.
Yes. So Hi comes over the other day. We're hanging out. We're leaving. We're walking down the street, and as we're walking down the street, my ex-girlfriend is attempting to shovel her car out of the snow, and it is fucking deep snow, and she is fucking mad. Like, I can tell from like 100 yards away, she's doing that thing where you just stab the shovel in, and you're not even worried about shoveling snow anymore, you're just like hitting the snow. And then I warn her, I'm like, hey, just to let you know, like, that's my ex-girlfriend. And she's like, oh, I should like walk away from you or something so it's not weird.
No, fuck that. You guys start tongue kissing right in front of her.
But here's the thing. So she starts, I'm like, no, just walk past me. We're too close. We're in it. Like, you just gotta go for it. But she's like, no. She's like, no, I'm nervous. So now I'm walking ahead. She's walking a few feet behind me, and I can just feel my ex turn and just fucking glare at us. And then I'm just patiently walking, and I'm like, now it's even weirder because it looks like we're trying to hide it. Like, it looks like it's like a weird thing where she's like, I'm not even with you. I'm not seeing someone else. So then we walk past, and she texts me later that day and is just not the happiest.
There's a sick feeling of like, fuck you when that happens. The immediate come up of like, it's not even like, no, I want to fuck my ex. It's immediately like, I just want you to keep tabs on me.
Yep.
Literally. I only check my stories on Instagram because every now and then the girls will like trickle in from my past.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Robert, make your profile private. I'm like, no, I want everyone to see what I'm doing, specifically them.
Well, see, that's ballsy. I do not want, I blocked her. I'm like, I don't want you to see
I
what
only
I'm
blocked
doing.
one girl from my past.
What happened?
Because I think that if I honestly saw her, I would headbutt the shit out of her.
What
like,
what did she do to you?
Like, oh my God. So listen, I spent 2.5 years with this girl. I met her in college.
Okay.
When I met her, I'm trying to think of a way to say that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say it. So I met her. We had a good 2 weeks. We
Okay.
had a solid 2
The
weeks.
fun honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it should have lasted
Yeah.
longer. She went off at a formal event, had a threesome. Text me. I thought, look, this is how much denial I
After
was.
2 weeks, so you guys are like together. You're
We're
talking.
together
You're
too.
doing a
We had like the
relationship
weird thing where like a girl went up to me and she was like, "Hey, Robin, who the fuck is this bitch?" And I was like,
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I
we're
was
doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, we're much further than I thought
Yeah.
we were. And
Yeah.
this thing, she texted me. She was, I had a threesome. I literally called her. I was like, no, you're not. No, you didn't. 3 days.
She's like, no, 2 dicks, same time in my eyes.
3 days later, it occurred to me that like I was like, she's still saying this. This might.
You really were like, she's lying?
This was like on Thursday. I sent that screenshot to one of my friends, and I have way too many group chats, and so like I my phone's on do not disturb all the time. So I sent it to one of my like closest group chats, and they were like, "Bro, what the fuck? Are you okay?" I was like, "Nah, this bitch is playing." It's Monday.
She didn't take 2 dicks.
Yeah.
She took one dick at most.
Monday, it hit me because like she kept like, saying, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "For what?" And I was like, "Oh my God, you were being serious? That was a real thing on Friday? That actually happened?" And so somehow, somewhere, we end up. This is how bad it got. We went to couples counseling. I was 22 or 23 at the time.
You guys have been dating for what, like a month?
No, this is like a year and a half after.
Okay.
It got
Wait, how
progressively.
did it? Wait, no. You can't just skip over the entire relationship.
It got worse.
You went from like, we started talking, she had a threesome, a year and a half later, we're in counseling. Like, what happened in the in-between?
A year, 12 months of. This is how bad.
Denial where you're like, every single day, you're
So-
like, what was that threesome like?
So look, this is what happened. It got to a point where she had a lying problem. This is like a legit,
Okay.
lying
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
where like it got so bad that she like we're living in my dorm at this time. My dorm is an apartment style dorm.
You and her.
Yeah,
are
like
living-
unofficially, because she
yeah.
literally has a fucking cabinet, and I was like, "This will be cute." No, the fuck it's not. It's not a sitcom. This isn't Friends. We're
No.
not. There's no laugh track.
Her clothes.
So, it got to the point where like I literally come home after class, and I'd be like, "Yo, where's my yogurt?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, the yogurt in the fridge. She was like, well, I don't know what happened to it. I was like, bitch, it's just us. And if I didn't eat the yogurt, who the fuck ate the yogurt?
Why would she lie about eating the yogurt?
Yogurt. And then I was like, well, I see it in my trash can. And she's like, well, I don't like yogurt. I'm like, bitch, it's just us. It's literally just us. And I've been gone for 3 hours at class. And so she would lie about literally everything. I'd be like, hey, what'd you do today? She'd be like, I worked out. And I was like, the on-campus gym is closed. She's like, what? Oh, no, I worked out in the room. Where? There's no fucking... We can barely walk because you're goddamn... Oh, so yeah, like literally every day they're like, where'd your girlfriend? I was like, no.
So after you start talking,
Yeah,
she's like, I had a threesome with other dudes. You're like, you know what? That's fine. I can get over that. I still care about you and love you. And then you're like, afterwards, were you like, will you be my girlfriend?
So I want to think. So that happened like at the end of our school year, and then we officially started dating the next coming school year. So I was like, oh, I got a summer to figure it out. So that summer, I was fucking so many girls out of spite.
Okay.
Like, it was so, I'm not even going to say unhealthy because I had a great time doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I was just, oh my God, they'd be like, hey, what's your name? Like, Robert. And I'm like, let's fuck. Like, just angry fucking for a month. And just tiring the fuck. I was in the best shape. I was in the best shape of my life. I had ridiculous endurance. And they're like, what happened? Do you run a lot? I'm like, I'm just angry fucking these up.
Are you like a player type? Like, are you type like...
I am, no.
You look like... You got fucking your gold shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot you have a current girlfriend. Let's talk about the past. You used to fuck all those girls.
You know what? I'm going to lie and say this went bad so she doesn't listen to it.
Oh, my God.
I am an outgoing, charismatic...
Fuck boy.
I was gonna say pretty boy, which for girls would have heard fuck boy. So like I will say I have done extremely well in the lady category at my age. Oh my God, here's a funny story about that. I went on a date at the Laugh Factory. I had just moved to Chicago. I took this girl. Oh my God, she when she sees this, she's gonna. This is one of the girls that keeps following up on me too.
She's probably watching right now.
Yeah,
live.
so when she watches this, she's like,
shout out, what up?
That motherfucker, he did remember this. And I'm like, oh. But we went to Laugh Factory. It was a date. She lived in like Wisconsin, so she came down for the weekend. And it was like a date night thing. So they had a questionnaire, and they're like, fill out your sexual part. Like they had a category for how many people you had sex with. They're like, check this for 10 to 20, 20, 30. And so on. And we did all this. We filled this questionnaire, and then we hand it back to them. And as they're reading, they're making jokes about it. They get to mine, and they just stop, and they go, this guy's been really fucking. Who is this? I sank so far in my chair. He was like, is there a Robert Dortch? And I was like, no. It was our first date, and I was like, fuck.
And they're like, this dude, fuck.
Yeah, they was like, this dude has been slaying some pussy. And I was just like, So then right after that, I was like, I lied on the sheet. She was like, well, I was like, yeah, I didn't even read the thing. I just checked the box. I didn't know how to dig myself out of that hole.
Did the date end well?
It ended very well.
She's like, he must be very good at it. He must be very good.
Like, he's had a lot of practice.
I have the exact opposite where I'm such a soft boy and I like can't fuck girls. Like, I do not have that game, man.
I don't know. I think I'm just a very inviting person. I would assume that you were, AKA, we're not going to call you fuckboys because I like you too much,
yes,
Avery.
Thank you.
I would say a charismatic person. So I assumed you do little. I mean, look, you're fucking a model. So, like, don't look at me in my face and say you're not doing it.
But I'm like an emotional romantic where I've had sex with 5 girls in my entire life. And like,
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, see, I can't, like, I don't have like big dick game where I can be like, yo, like come over to my house and like we'll have sex and then I'll never talk to you again. I'm like, I think I'm falling in love with you and I want to make you feel special and warm, and if you'd like to sleep over, I'm not going to pressure you to have sex, but I'll make you breakfast in the morning and then hopefully we can hang out later in the week.
Us going to a bar would be extremely fun.
It would be the exact...
I'd be like, this is my boy Avery, and you'd be like, hey, listen, I know that you can do better than this. Okay?
I would be like, hey, like, I see you're feeling a little anxious tonight. Is anything going on that you want to talk about? I went to, like, the only times I've gone to strip clubs, I've just ended up paying the strippers to, like, be like, okay, so how much are you making tonight? Like, how'd you get into this job? And then we always end up talking about their kids. And I'm like, what? How is it, like, trying to balance, like, having kids and working the job? And then, like, I work serving tables, so it's like the same job. Because they're always like, no, people are fucking cheap tonight. I'm not going to get home until late. I got to give a percentage to my tips here. So I just love going and, like, bonding with them on that level. But I can't get into, like, the energy of, like, yeah, fucking throwing money, and like got it.
I second I'm not a big strip club guy, but for completely different reasons.
Why, you like it too much?
No, I just
You're
the
like,
the concept of throwing money
Okay.
for something that you could see on like Pornhub. It's
Okay.
just never thought like this. I've been to a couple strip clubs. I've been to one out in LA and a couple in Arizona. And this is gonna sound so terrible. You just said you were a server. I went to the strip club and left with more money than I came in with because they were
Picking
like,
up money off the floor, you motherfucker.
yeah,
You're
so
the guy.
we were sitting-
You're the dude who every stripper is like, fuck that dude.
So like I was sitting down and I saw a 20 and I was like,
You
what?
motherfucker,
And I left
you.
it alone, and then an hour went by and I was like, you know what, Robert, this is I didn't even want to come here in the first place. I didn't want to go.
You justifying it.
Yeah, so I was like, in my mind I was lying to
I don't even
myself.
care. These bitches they don't deserve it. I deserve it.
I was like, this bitch made $100 just in that one
I
song.
saw
I
it.
saw it. Like, I was like, this other bitch tried to get me to throw money at her, and I was like, I know you. We went to school together. I'm not gonna do that. 'Cause I'm gonna tell your mom. So no, I don't like strip clubs. Like one of my when I went to strip club, one of the people we were with threw like a stack of money.
Mm-hmm.
I had $7 to my name. I threw $2 of the dollars when he threw his stack of money.
To throw it in and be like,
to
no,
act
I'm with
yeah,
that money.
So I literally looked at the stripper and I was like, that's what we threw. What you gonna do for this?
What you gonna do for us?
For us.
These are me and my boys.
And then like the shitty part was I went back and picked my $2 up because then I saw
you were
like
so fucking cheap, dude.
yeah, like I was like here,
Chili
I was
2
like
for 20 and you're going to the strip club picking up money?
I was like, shake that ass, girl, and then she shook it, and I was like, hey, pick those $2 up while she's shaking that ass. That's mine. I came here. That's mine. I don't even like her. That's not even the one I wanted. I don't like strip clubs. I just feel it's just the concept is just so not even grimy but weird.
I feel also like weirdly safe and at home inside strip clubs.
That is
Like I feel really uncomfortable a lot of places, especially social situations, but I feel really comfortable in strip clubs because people are being so vulnerable. Because it's like strippers taking their clothes off and literally
Avery, you are a sophomore. I see it now. I fucking see it now.
I'm like, you're bearing yourself to feed your children and to put money on your plate, and then I'm inspired by their vulnerability, and then I'm like, I'm here, and even though I know someone will judge me, so I think it's this really cool, open, therapeutic environment where people can grow together
Avery
and
goes
form
to the strip
lasting
club
relationships.
to have a bond with the strippers on a deeper level than any of us have ever tried to have.
Here's the
with
deal.
them.
They have so many dudes coming there to fuck them, and they have so many dudes coming in with that angle, and then I come in, and I'm like, no, I want to give you, I have attention. I'm here to listen to
That's
you.
another reason I don't like strip clubs. I've been in a couple situations where like, yo, you can throw me $200 and we can go in the back. I was like, $200 for some head?
You're like, I can get that.
Are you gonna file my taxes after? Like, what else? Well, what's the other 150 for? What are we doing?
You're like, that's 10 meals at Chili's.
Yeah, I'm really like, you know how many Wendy's 4-for-4s I could get with $200? Like, I'm gonna be broke next week and I'm like, Robert, what happened? Oh, the stripper gave me head. Like that financially doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Yo, so how's your girlfriend doing?
Oh, I'm literally. You think I was a joke? I'm gonna go back and say, how was it? Fucking terrible. Don't even.
You can't even listen to it. Don't listen to that.
Don't listen to that shit. That shit was terrible. Don't even do that.
Yeah.
That's a whole conversation after. Or like I'll tell her to watch it before we go to Olive Garden with my gift card.
Okay, so why did you actually choose Olive Garden? This blows my mind. I would never actually go there.
It was an Olive Garden gift card.
Who gave you an Olive Garden?
My aunt. No, my godmom, who we're kind of distant with, and so
Okay.
she just sent me gift cards, and I was like, you know what? You're feeding me, so like, as long as we're doing that, we're a-okay.
That's good. That's a good like bullshit gift to be like, here's an Olive Garden gift card.
Like,
Not even like Amazon or Apple. It's like, here, take a girl out and disappoint her.
And
for
yeah.
me. Do it on Valentine's Day, so it's
And the
extra
shitty part
special.
is it doesn't cover the whole meal, so $25 is
You have
not
to
gonna
give it
cover
to them with the card. as
Yeah,
well.
so I'm still gonna come out of pocket for this.
Are you doing flowers and chocolates too?
Fuck no.
You fucking got to. You better right after this. She
Well, I
deserves
mean,
it. I've
you
met
know
your
what?
girlfriend. She's nice.
now I will after doing this shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, fuck. Well, now I gotta stop getting a rose or something.
Last night at the restaurant I work at, somebody came in beforehand, brought in flowers, chocolates, set down roses on the table, put a reserved thing up, and just every single dude who brought a girl in there, every single girl looked at that table like, oh my gosh, did he do that for
Yeah,
me?
I would've
And then
brought her
just
out.
disappointment as they walk past it. And then the dude who finally showed up with the girl, like, she just didn't appreciate it.
Oh,
She just did
no.
not
See,
seem. She
That's
ordered
every guy's fear.
Yep.
That's every guy's fear.
She ordered like a margarita pizza, and like they had like a boring bottle of wine, and they just seemed so fucking bored the whole time. I was so excited for them, like they're gonna have the night of their lives, and I was just looking over at them. They're like, "Is our food almost ready?" And I'm like, "Oh, if you're worried about that, you're having such a bad time."
What are you doing? Oh, we need another. You need some napkins.
Yeah, can I get water? And I'm like, "Oh no, you shouldn't need water. You shouldn't need
Look what
anything."
he did for you.
You were they were both beautiful people, but maybe they were too beautiful.
Here's the thing too. I don't like Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I hate Valentine's
Why?
Day.
What about it?
Okay, so right now, if I go on my Instagram feed, of course, it's going to be all these things. Here's the crazy part. I can scroll through all these and be like, that's fake. That's fake. He cheated. She cheated. I know how she cheated.
Okay, so,
Like,
so you're like a pessimist. You're like, you're a realist.
I'm a realist.
Who hurt you?
My ex.
Threesome girls? Threesome girls? Is that what we're talking about?
My ex.
All right.
Oh my god. So Valentine's Day is not. It's not even that. I think it's. I'm about to get deep here. Avery.
Yes, that's what we're here for.
This idealistic idea. Is that the right way to say that?
No, this.
Idealistic.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
I see. I tried to sound smart and then I just backtracked
fine.
myself. This idealistic view. Let's see. Here we go. All couples.
Yeah, I wanna play a game with you real quick.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna see
So
who's a good couple, bad couple.
Who's cheating on who?
All right. Let's do it. Look, I got an eye for this shit.
All right. So number 1, Abby Sanchez and his girlfriend.
That's a quality couple right there.
That is. That is like a goofy ass photo like that. What's the caption? If the caption something. No, they're not cheating. I don't even have to look at it.
Ladies, can you
It's a line.
Yeah.
It's just one line. It's not. I met you, and then we fell in love. When I look at you, I see home. I'm like, that bitch is cheating. That bitch was my dick yesterday.
Let's see. Where's another good one?
Give me. Yeah.
Those two birds, they
Here,
seem
let's
happy.
just search hashtag Valentine.
Yeah, this will be fun to go through. And we can maybe leave some comments.
I was like, I will pull up mine, but then it's gonna be a real awkward.
It's all your friends and family.
Yeah.
It's like your aunt. You're like, she cheated.
I'm like, I know how that bitch cheated. And one guy texts me like, yo, that's my girl. Like,
Fuck your girl, dude.
yeah.
She cheated with me.
Yeah, 'cause I know how she cheated.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. Cheated.
Oh yeah, I agree. Definitely 100%
Cheated.
cheated. He
Cheated.
feels so guilty. The only
Cheated.
reason he's doing
exactly.
that picture, yeah.
Look how miserable he look. They give you a countdown when they do these. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like these aren't candidates.
Yeah.
It's literally like, hey, 3, 2, 1, and he chose to go with that face
For
on
one,
one.
that's the only second. He's like, this is all I can muster. Not even a real smile.
His
I'll just
happiness
raise
is
my
sucked out of his
eyebrows.
soul. That man's been in that relationship for too long. Cheated. Somebody's definitely cheating.
Which one though?
Somebody's definitely
Captions. Caption
cheating.
says, "My parents warned me about drugs and other bad things in the street, but never about those with
You know what?
hazel
No
eyes
one
and a
cheated.
heartbeat."
This is a toxic ass relationship. 'Cause
Yeah.
That corny ass caption.
And she has horrible parents. They didn't warn her about guys. Like, what parents are like? You
They
the only
had
thing you
they
have
had
to
to
worry about is drugs.
prioritize. They're like,
Yeah.
you know what? She's off coke right now. We'll get to the guys next year. We'll figure out this cocaine problem
Please,
right
honey,
now.
stop doing coke.
All right, how about
Cheated.
this? Cheated.
Look at the pose.
Forever and always, hearts, happy V-Day, people. So much love at this special time for us. Every day is filled with love, thanks to this angel of a man.
Actually, you know what?
I like them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wild card. They might be all right.
I like
let's,
them.
Let's explore
Let's-
their relationship a little
let's
bit.
look deeper into what's her name, Hearts of It or something. Is she?
Jesus.
To Taz Fit. I
So
don't
any
know.
fitness page is AKA hella butt.
Yeah, she's all butt though. She's fucking all butt focused.
That is, yep.
Like it would be dangerous to
What
try to eat her ass out.
You'd suffocate.
I don't see any pictures of her man on here.
There we go.
There.
There's one. Was that Christmas? So once every
Oh.
2 months.
I love
No,
you
you
so
gotta do the
stinking
holidays.
much.
You're not obligated as a internet couple
That's fair.
to post only on the little sappy holidays.
So
fair.
what happened with your ex and Valentine's Day when you were with that ex?
I'm
who
trying to
broke
think. So
your
we had a
goddamn
couple.
heart?
We had a couple Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
So what was the? Oh my God! Here we go. Diving into some. My therapist warned me about this. Diving into this. Shit. Worst one I had with her. I went to school in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I drove her and me to Milwaukee. I was like, hey, get dressed up. Don't worry about it.
We're going Olive Garden.
Yeah. No. So I took her to, it was one of these like secret restaurants where like you had to, like it's not on the maps. You go in like a weird way. They got like, what's the password?
You got game.
Listen, I'm just
You
trying,
had game. Then
had
you're like,
game.
you're
Yeah,
like,
they got
she
sucked
didn't
out of me.
appreciate it. No, I don't.
I should have get that bitch a Tootsie Pop and been like, here you go. But we did all this and we got there, and it's literally the situation you were talking about. We get in there and she was like, oh, it's fucking cold. And I was just like, oh, okay, no problem. You know, I took my jacket off. She's like, no, it's fucking warm. And I was like, well, I can't. Well, what the fuck do you want me to do? So we eat there. Then we went to like somewhere after. It was like some sightseeing thing, something cute that I knew she liked that I wouldn't like. When we got there, she was like, I'm tired. I was like, oh, I just wasted this entire day and $90 that I'm not going to get back.
Yeah.
And then we went back, and then I remember she posted one of those like sappy posts, and I was so confused.
Oh, about how much she loved
Oh my
Valentine's Day
God.
and had a
She
great
was
time
just-
with her man.
She was like,
Okay, so that's why you're a little jaded. That's why you're jaded. You're like, yeah, 2 dicks. You love fucking threesome, bitch. You fucking Valentine's cold.
This is what happened. Robert goes dark on February 14th. He can't handle it.
Just because of this. Okay.
But I'm trying. No, I have a really good track record. Valentine's, another one. It's just giving it to the wrong girl. Obviously.
Okay. No. So what? I love that you had this relationship with this girl, and we're gonna dive in. Sorry, current girlfriend, you're great too, but we need to talk about this. So
the reason
what?
we're not talking about you, current girlfriend, is because you're stable and we have no problem.
There's too many great things
There's
about
too
you.
many great things.
But back to the chaos. What did you like about her? What was like the driving factor where you're like, I need to stay
thought
with
we
this
were
girl?
compatible because we had. So I'm a very outgoing person. What
Yeah.
I have learned is I cannot be with another very outgoing person.
Oh, you like to have a bee. You like to have a sidekick.
Yes. So I can't, because what ends up happening is you compete.
Oh, you're too alpha, yeah.
Yeah. So then what ends up happening is like if we go out to a social event, all of a sudden the things that made me attractive is like a compliment. It like hurts her. So she's like, oh, it's not that funny. I was like, bitch, I'm hilarious, first off. And then I was like, you thought it was funny like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, let's not.
But now that we're like in
Together, yeah, now it's almost like I'm overshadowing her, or like I go to her friend groups and they're like, Robert's so fucking awesome. But then there was always the instance where like her little friends were like trying to get at me, and I never helped that. Here's the thing, I have a very bad track record of like defending when other girls are like coming after me or I get attention from other girls.
You
especially.
like that. You
Yeah,
fucking
I like
love it.
attention.
So you're
I
like,
love
no. Let them give me attention.
Listen,
it's okay.
there was instance, and it wasn't even with this girl. She was like, why are bitches in your DMs calling you cute? I was like, because I'm cute.
They're like, why are you talking to them all night? And you're like, because they need some company.
Yeah, I was like, she said she's having a rough day. I was trying to figure out why she was having a rough day. I'm like, she knows about you. I posted. Yeah, so no, I have a really bad. So like that was really bad. But no, it turned out to be so like when you meet somebody, it's like almost like a front you put up, because you put up the best part of yourself.
Yeah.
And so once you hit like that 6 months period,
You don't have to. Also, you don't have to do that. People always are like, whenever you meet somebody, you have to pretend for like 6 months, and then you cannot pretend. You can if you want to, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Continue.
So no, I've learned it in the last year and a half. In the last year and a half, I just don't lie.
Yeah, you just get real as fuck at a
So
certain
when I
point.
met my current girlfriend on our first date, you know, jokingly, girls always do this stuff. You got hoes. I was like, yes.
Plenty. Look at my DMs.
Very first,
Look
like
at my
I was on my
DMs.
phone. She was like, you got hoes? I was like, texting one of them right now.
Filled with hoes.
And literally the next day, she was like, I have never seen a guy that. But even like her and all other girls I was talking at the same time, they'd be like, oh, why can't I come over Thursday? I was like, I'm fucking some other girl right now. They're like, I'm sorry,
You
what?
straight up tell them?
Just straight up tell them. I was like, because at all the conflict ends. If you're a fuckboy, oh my God, you're a piece of shit. All right,
you're
cool,
like,
well, we're
yeah,
done. Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, all right, cool, we're
You're
done.
like, you either love me for being a fuckboy,
Exactly.
or you just
But
you're not into
if you
this.
text me Saturday, I'm like, all right, cool. So now we understand what this is going forward. So
Okay.
yeah. So I don't like what you do with other girls. You should have spoke up, bitch. I don't know what you want. You were the Thursday girl. I don't know what you wanted to do. So
I wish I some part of me wishes I had your game.
No, it's
just for
it's
the
not.
excitement of it. I'm at home bored. I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's thinking about me. You're like texting some new.
You
bitch
know,
like,
you
"What's
get
up, girl?"
you get a lot of angry texts. I read more than enough Harry Potter novels in my life.
of breaking hearts.
Of not even breaking.
Breaking hearts.
It's,
Straight up
it's
breaking
both
hearts.
ways. I've been.
Are you a forehead kiss, I care about you type of hookup, or are you like straight up distant, or it's because it's? I see a soft boy side of you
yeah,
too.
I'm
where
a
you're
very
like,
passionate.
Yeah!
I'm a very passionate, affectionate guy.
That's why I can't just hook up with girls, because I'm so passionate and affectionate, and it doesn't come across in a sexual way. It comes across in an emotional way.
I'm
so
the
I'm
opposite.
like, oh, see, I'm like, I give them so many compliments, and I want to build up their self-esteem, and I want to just care about them so much. And then if I'm like not actually into them, and then I'm like, all right, see you later. They're like, what the fuck did you just do?
You're playing them without the sex. That's
Exactly.
literally what you're doing.
Yeah, but I can't. So I'm like, I just need to stay away until I don't talk to a girl unless I'm like, I'm willing to break your heart and see if I'm gonna marry you. I won't even like get involved.
The thing in my last 4 relationships, it's always been. Like I said, I am a very emotional person. So like, if I get in a relationship, at some point, I'm like, I'm gonna marry you. I see the dog and fence and like the little kids and stuff like that. So that's the cool part. Is like, I was like, regardless of everything else I said, ladies, if we're in a relationship, it's just you. But you see how I try to get my voice deeper for some reason. Like I try to get more like,
yeah, I love you.
Yeah, I was
it's
like,
special.
Hey, girl, you know who you are.
And then she'll feel even more special because she's like, "Oh, out of all of the hoes, you chose me. Out of the, he had
you
an
won
army
the Super
of
Bowl.
hoes." Yeah,
You won.
exactly.
They're like, oh, I knew week 13 got rough, but you know what? We made some subs, we made some audibles, and then all of a sudden we made a playoff push, and here we are.
It's nice to be with someone who other people like. Like it feels validating to be like,
And
yeah,
that's-
other people want to be with like my girl. That's
yeah,
awesome.
your hand model / like
Exactly.
Yeah, like.
It's the most it's the most intimidating shit in the world because she'll have like photo shoots where like the entire goal of the photo shoot is for her to look like she wants to fuck a dude.
Oh god.
Like she's got one where like licking a lollipop and shit, and I can just foresee it. Me sitting there behind the camera, like there's a photographer going off. She's like half naked with a dude, and I'm just there like, yep. Great job, honey. You're really
immediately starting an argument in the car. Why the fuck you look at him like that? What? It's the shoot. It's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but that's why it's so like. I'm usually jealous in relationships where I get like a little paranoid and worried, and I'm like, I need that reassurance. But with her, it blew out my jealousy. Where I'm like, if I even tried to be jealous or get worried, I'd be fucked. Like, there's no way I can do it.
It would crumble.
Yep, exactly.
It would literally crumble.
So I'm just like, we'll just let it ride one day at a time. Meyer.com.
Everyone's the amount of hits Meyer is gonna get from
now.
this. I'm such a it is what it is person. Those people are really dangerous because like we just don't give a fuck. It's not even that we don't give a fuck, but I just understand that so many things are just temporary. Mm-hmm. Like what if she breaks your heart? I wouldn't be the first person to break my heart. I'll be
okay.
alright.
So I always love to make this connection. What's your relationship like with your mother?
Oddly good.
Oddly good?
Because we have the same attitude.
But that okay. So did you 2-parent household?
2-parent household. My father passed away when I was 15 due to stomach cancer.
Okay.
So we were upper middle class. So we had a very, very good upbringing. Like,
got it.
I thought it was very normal to go to 3 or 4 states a year.
Okay.
So and I still do that now that I'm traveling a lot. Even without comedy, I was already traveling a lot. And so when people were like, I wish I could travel, I'm like, just fucking do it. Like that's how privileged.
You're like, you just take your money and you spend the money that you have and you do shit.
Literally, one of my LA trips, I was at Planet working out. My cousin was like, what are you on? I was like, bored. He was like, fly out to LA. That evening, I booked a flight to LA, and I was like, all right. Yeah, like, and to me, I'm literally like, oh yeah, that's just, I've been doing this since I was born. And people were just like, oh my God, that's crazy. Girls would be in my DMs like, are you gonna fly me out? Bitch, what? No.
Well, they think you have that kind of money if you're flexing that you can fly anywhere. They're like, oh, he's got money, but then you're taking your girl to Olive Garden.
I was like, listen, I eat 4 for $4 on the regular. Like,
you have both extremes of like frugality and that's fun.
I thought he lived out in LA. I was like, bitch, I live on McDonald's dollar menu. Like, I'm sorry that I have fooled so many people. But no, I have a very good upbringing. I have a very good relationship with my mom. I'm like brutally honest with my mom too, to the point where like she gets upset about it. Like,
okay, but then is she like more of your friend than she is a mom, or was it like a mother figure?
No, she's definitely, because she was like almost a helicopter mom because I was a trouble kid.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What did your dad do for a living?
So he was a quality control engineer for a power plant.
Okay.
So he traveled a lot already, and then he would take us with us a lot of the time. So his like casual work week would be Monday, I think, to Thursday. He was somewhere out of the state. Okay. Then we'd have him Friday till then, and so of course he got upset because he wasn't seeing us as much as he wanted to as we were growing up. So then he just started taking us with him. So we just started traveling a lot. So that was like my whole upbringing is literally like, oh, summer for me was not like, oh, I can't wait for like football camp. Summer for me was like, what 3 places are we gonna be at?
Damn. Were you like growing up in Chicago?
So no, I was born in Aurora, Illinois. I lived in Jackson, Mississippi for 11 years, and I thought that was my childhood. Then I moved to Michigan when I was in 8th grade.
Oh, where in Michigan? That's where I'm from.
St. Joseph, Michigan.
Oh, I'm from Rochester. I think it's a different side of the state.
I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, I'm in the fucking east. I'm near Detroit.
Okay,
Detroit,
I have no idea where that is.
When I was talking about strip clubs, I'm talking about Legends in Detroit. If you're
Oh,
looking for a
yeah.
quality strip club, check out Legends in Detroit.
I was like, listen, rappers rap about that. So
Yeah.
that's how that's how I know a strip club you've made it when you're in
that
hip
was
hop.
that was me. I'll write a rap song about Legends one day. Oh, you're looking it up. We get to have a Detroit's premier gentleman's club.
You know what's crazy about strip clubs? So they have excellent fucking food.
I don't know. Says
They
the guy
do.
who's taking his girl to Olive Garden.
They do. Listen, and I see why you and
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
thank you. They have excellent
View the menu.
fucking
Pull
food.
up the menu.
Legends lobster cocktail. Cold water lobster tail served with warm drawn butter and the Thai
If
chili
you didn't
sauce.
tell someone this was a strip club, they would think this was like a 4-star
Yeah,
restaurant.
this looks like Morton's or something.
I really want to go here and do a food review. I think next time I'm in town, I'm going to contact them, see if I can come in
have a
during the
steak
day.
in one hand and a breast in the other.
I'll bring a video crew, and we can just do like an Anthony Bourdain style.
They have a $53 surf and turf.
I mean, it looks like they're high class. I didn't know
is
that I went
crazy.
to like the
But
top
then,
notch of the strip
yeah.
club.
See, I mean, it's dark lights. You don't know what you're getting on that plate. But like,
Bro. All right, well,
I mean,
the more you know.
that's how they're bringing people in.
That's the food.
Yeah.
imagine that guy that's just like, I really want the fucking surf and turf. I'm not trying to see titties today. Like,
He puts on sunglasses. The girls are coming over to him. He's like, no titties today. I got to see my wife. I just love the food here. Like, I just need to eat. It's a work lunch. This
When
is the
he-
only
yeah.
place that close by. We're in Detroit. There's not much open.
when he walks in, he's like, listen, can I get like a seat away from the strippers? I really just want the food.
So what is So you're with your new girl now. When did you guys start dating?
So we officially dated in August. We were out in Portland.
What were you doing in Portland?
We're just out there.
I was out there. You were out there with her. Did you take her to Portland?
Mm-hmm.
You just met this girl and you're like,
Well,
let's go to
I mean, at this
Portland?
point, we were already
talking a little bit.
5-6 months into the little fuck ship we had going
Okay.
on, and feelings had developed. I had met her family indirectly because she was moving to a new apartment at the time, which was super awkward. Because then, like, her dad was like, "Hey, you're Robert. What do you do?" I was like, "I fuck your daughter." They're like,
I'm a stand-up comedian.
yeah, you can't say that because then people look at you and they're like, "Oh, you're broke." And I'm like, "Spot on."
Or they either think you're broke and you do nothing, or they think you're way better off than you are.
Oh my god!
You tell people you're a comedian, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like you do shows and stuff." And you're like, "No, I'm fucking bad."
Look, they were like, "You get paid." I was like, yeah, "Well."
$44.
Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't call it paid. I was like, someone feeds me for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy. So look, check this out. It's Black History Month. Avery, who is your favorite black person?
My favorite black person.
Favorite black person.
That's so hard. There's so many.
That,
Are we going living or dead? You got to make me choose living or dead.
listen, it didn't have to be famous. It could literally be like
Just
derail up the street. Like,
Oh, well, a new man I just met who is becoming one of my favorites, who I need to take out my phone so we can follow him on SoundCloud. I was I was walking down the street on my way to work 2 days ago, and I saw something that I never thought I'd see again. A man selling CDs. He was selling his own CDs.
that man's not gonna have a very successful rap.
I
career if
don't
he's
I
selling
don't know
CDs in
if he's
2021.
if he's that committed to being a rapper. I don't really understand what his whole shtick is. Look up Cordell Gill on SoundCloud and let's see what kind of. I'm sure he's gonna be more than happy with us playing some of his content. But I walked past him and he was selling CDs for $10, and I just walked past, and I had already. Previously in the walk before I came across this guy, I think he's the top one. Yeah, wait, second one, right there. That's him.
Not the top.
That first one was like a broke Jesus.
All right, so I saw him. He's selling CDs for $10. I walk past him, and I'm not thinking about it, but then I get a little voice in my head that's like, you have $10 left in your wallet. This dude's out here. He's grinding. He's cold. He's just trying to sell CDs. Even if it's not great music, just show him some support, show him some love. So I went up. I gave him the $10. He's like, are you about to bless me, bro? And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to bless you. And that made me feel special. And then I bought the CD, but I haven't listened to it. So let's check it out.
All right, this is a track called
Slim Tino.
I mean, this is the beat from I Got Five on it.
Yeah, little sampling action.
Probably gonna get taken down on YouTube for playing this.
You can call it a freestyle.
Yeah. Stop sampling people's work, Cordell. Let's see what you got.
I'm
Here
actually
comes
very
the verse.
excited about this.
Is he gonna rap? Or is it?
It's just a beat.
Did he
he
just
stole?
Did he just steal a beat and add something to it?
Wait, no, he's gotta have some music or some lyrics in this.
I see the middle has
Yeah,
all kinds of shit going. We're just gonna skip ahead, Cordell. I'm sorry.
Driving in the Rolls, still sell blows. Bullets at your nose and the hand on the chrome. Hanging with the goons and you niggas go lows. Still get the blows and we still ride the shows. Hand on the
You know what? I have worse on my phone. I could bump
Hey, this is not bad.
I have a little pump song on my phone. So like I can do
what
this.
the fuck?
Yeah, like
I mean, I think you hook him up with a good producer, and he's got potential.
Cordell, hit me
I'm
up.
with you. Yeah, Cordell, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm
You guys,
with you.
everybody, follow Cordell on Instagram. He doesn't post anything about rap music on Instagram. It's simply selfies of himself with fun captions. But I think we should get him some more love. He followed me, so he's gonna see this.
Do you know his Instagram offhand?
Yeah.
I'll plug it on the
Yeah,
show right
let
now.
me-
I love it. I'm about to follow him on Gram right now.
Let me
I'm
pull
a
him
DM
up.
him. Told him my
It's-
boy Avery told me.
Cordell.gill.754. There he is. There you go. Everybody go check out Cordell. Get him a bunch of follows. He was outside McDonald's in 2-degree weather slinging burnt CDs.
I love the hustle.
Look at that.
I
Just
love
all
the
pictures
hustle.
of him. No rap music allowed.
You
Just
gotta promote
pictures
yourself,
of-
my guy.
Yeah.
But
More self-promotion, less pictures of
You know
yourself
what?
with your eyes half open. We get that you can look at the camera with closed eyes, but maybe do some other stuff too.
I fuck
But
with it.
that's my favorite
that's
black
your
person.
favorite black person. Avery, guys, on Black History Month. Favorite black person, Cordell, out here hustling. I
Yeah.
love it.
Who's your favorite black person?
Me, the fuck?
Was that the whole setup? It was all a setup to be like,
No, I
I'm
didn't-
what do you mean?
I didn't think you were gonna ask me that question. I thought it was just a known fact. I am my favorite black person. When I wake up, look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, "Good job, bud. Keep going."
I'm killing it.
I was like, "It's been a rough year, but we're bouncing back." Oh, this is another thing I wanted to talk to you about. This is crazy. So carjackings in Chicago have really gotten way the fuck out of hand.
Yeah, they're pretty bad right now.
So I got robbed. And you like that transition? Just
Yeah,
immediately?
a little. You're talking about black people now. You're talking about getting robbed. All right.
I got robbed. Not even robbed, but like my car got broken into in October on Halloween. Actually,
Okay.
it was a very spooky season.
Yeah.
My car got broken into at a fucking Planet Fitness of all places. The guy was so unprepared that when I walked back in, I was pissed too, and I was like, "Hey, I just got robbed." He said, "What?"
Did he come to you and you're sitting in your car and he like robbed you while you're
No,
sitting
so
in there?
I was in the gym for maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
Me and my girl, this is the whole plan. I was like, listen, we're not, as fit as like the girl with the dumb fat cheeks.
We're not dumb cheeks level, but we're like 15 minutes of working out level.
Yeah, I am more than confident taking my shirt off on the beach and just let it ride. Like that, like we are nowhere near that.
She definitely tucked that into her ass.
that is
like
deep.
That's the
instead
trick.
of tucking
But
it
here-
out, she tucked it in.
I was like, I know girls have a lot of poses, and like as guys, you're either pretty or not. Like that's the kind of cool part about being a guy. You're either ugly or not. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't. I don't know tricks. I don't know how to hit my best angle. I don't.
You're like, I just look good.
Yeah,
That's
I was
all
like, I
know.
just smile. Like, is this the camera? I'm just... And that's it.
Yeah,
That's all
it
I got.
takes.
Like it's either ugly. It
That's
hits
the
or
thumbnail
misses.
for the video right there.
But
Just
we'll-
hashtag hoes.
Yeah.
And we'll tag all of your exes, all of the
Oh
girls.
my god. We should put 'em
That's
on the-
that's a lot of followers right there. That's a lot of views.
Yeah.
And we tag them all, every single girl.
I see all these
Man.
things where guys put their exes in a group chat, and I was like, do you know how fucking hectic and just
That's so funny.
it's not.
You should do it. You should do it for the content.
I
See
I
what
would be
happens.
so fucking afraid to
But be
do
like,
that.
share a story about me.
What was your guys' favorite thing about me? And just turn the biggest roast session of all
Oh,
time.
it'd be so much fun.
You piece of shit. He is a piece of shit, girl. And I'd be like,
You could get them all in a clubhouse room or that new app
They
where
would.
they're
They
all
would say
talking.
yes. They would say yes if they could throw something at me. That would be their only way. They'd be like, I'm not doing this shit.
The topic would be like your bad Robert Dortch stories. I can see it now.
I don't want this to go any further than it already has. This is picking up too much traction. And a month from now, I'm going to see this is ruining my life. And just being like, it was funny. You got like 250,000 views. And I'm like, what is-
Bad press is good press. All press is good press.
I
back to carjackings.
I had no comment for that. But yeah, so I got our plan was to go work out for like 25 minutes, something really slight, go in, get out, then hit up some Halloween parties. We go in, we're coming out, and then she was like, "Oh, my car door handle was like hanging off." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was sitting parked between a Tesla and a Malibu. So someone saw my 2003 Ford Ranger and said, "Our financial gains will come from that."
Well, they were just like, "There's no way in the Tesla."
Yeah, that's true. They're like,
we're not getting in the Tesla. Did you have like anything lying around? Like, did they actually get anything?
I had my book bag, which is full of my clothes to change into. Unfortunately, I had my wallet in there too. Now, keep in mind, 25 minutes, full time. In 25 minutes, they broke into my car, took the bag, went to Target and GameStop, and ran up thousands of dollars.
Oh.
When I got less mad, I was so impressed. These are the fastest motherfuckers
They knew what they were doing.
of all time.
Did they get away with the money? Like, did you get
So
your bank
I got
account
my
set?
money back, but whatever they bought, they have. That's it. The detective, detectives are funny as fuck to me because I have another story about this too from other people. He called me. He was just like, "What do you want to do about it?" I said, "I want to fucking kill him. What the fuck?"
Murder them, find them, and put them in jail forever.
I was like, I don't have a tea party with them. They just stole from me. Yeah. He was like, "If you say so." If I say so, what and then he called me back like a day later, and he was like, "I can't do anything for you, man." I was like, "What do you mean?" He just goes, "Fucking mask, man."
It's like, that's all it takes. It's
That's,
like, yep.
yeah. I was like, what?
Masks.
I literally was so mad on the phone. I was like, if I was Drake, you wouldn't have said that. And I just hung up. I had no idea. I had no idea where that came from. I had no idea. Like, that's how angry
I was Drake.
Yeah, if I was Drake, you would have caught them motherfuckers. And I just hung up the phone.
Is that what
Like,
you do when you're angry? You're like, if Drake was in this situation, he wouldn't have to deal with
I
this
just
shit.
compare people. They're like, Robert, you're fired. You wouldn't fire Barack Obama. You wouldn't.
They're like, how is that even related? Like, it's fucking the same shit.
Yeah, I
to
like
me.
slam shit and walk out.
Yeah.
And so then my coworker, maybe a month ago, got carjacked and at gunpoint though, and he has a video of it. And same thing, they were like, "What are we gonna do? Fucking mask." It just is. I was like, "What the fuck?" So you mean to tell me coronavirus has been the best savior
For criminals?
for criminals?
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, just don't wear a distinct mask. Like, don't come up with like a Hello Kitty mask.
just get a basic mask. Now you can steal.
Now-
That's the benefit of coronavirus.
That's what I'm seeing. Like, I was like, listen, I don't have a car. My car got totaled, so I was like, I'm in the car business. My girlfriend's parents sent down a car, which has been super dope, and we share a car, but it adds another element to arguments.
What, like, who drives or like?
So like, if I'm mad, I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. And I'm like, wait, hey, pick me up for work tomorrow on your way. Like,
how crazy are your relationships where you're like, get the fuck out of my house? What kind of fights are you having, man?
Like, the argument's so weird. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I need some days to myself. She's like, fine. I'm like, hey, but wait, hey, hang on.
I need the car.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I was like, but what days are you off? What is your work schedule like the next 2 days? I'm like, you know what? I'll take those 3 days off from you the next week because that just lines up better. It's been an interesting little thing.
What do you and your girl fight about? Like, what are most of the fights about?
Actually, we don't fight really at all a lot. I mean, we get along a lot.
Say, okay, and then there's the thing. That's what I want to know about.
Recently, we've been fighting about, not even fighting, but it was an incident where I've been a bit too friendly.
I couldn't even have seen that coming.
Yeah, I was like, the opening, yeah.
Are you too friendly on, like, online or in person?
I'm friendly in person, but it's not to the point. I mean, you would know that though.
Yeah,
I treat everybody. It was definitely friendly online. So that one
was it a girl who slid into your DMs? Or
yeah, she slid in my. I don't do any sliding. I don't really like that anymore. I don't.
So she slides in, and you're like, "Oh, this is kind of nice."
I was just like, safe, and like, I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, we don't need to go.
I'm taking you to Olive Garden.
You're gonna love it. I'm making them buy you fucking flowers. You better buy your flowers tonight. Just go to Whole Foods or fucking Jewel Osco on the way. Spend $15. It'll make her entire
all
night.
I'm gonna say is, like, when I give it to you, I'm gonna be like, hey, I love him. I'm like, if you listen to the podcast, this is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like they said, be honest. We can get the dessert today.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, otherwise we get along very well. The thing with me is just I love open lines of communication, and like I'm brutally honest, not even brutally honest. What people say when they want to be assholes.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna come up to you and be like, "You look ugly as fuck today." I was like, "No, that's not brutally honest. You're just being an asshole."
Yeah.
But yeah, if someone's like, "Well, what did you do Thursday?" I'm gonna just say what I did Thursday,
Yeah.
and then whatever happens to that happens. At least I'm not going to bed and thinking about, "Whew, what? I gotta think of 8 more lies to make sure I figure this shit out."
I'm so I had a fucked up relationship with my mom. Like my mom is a strange lady dealing with her own shit. So I'm fucking weird in relationships. So like now with this new girl, instead of being honest, I'm like warning her about me. I'm like,
No,
just to
okay,
let you know, like
you're a
I'm-
self-sabotager.
But here I'm not. I'm just trying to be realistic. Cause I'm like, listen, I'm fucking crazy. Like, girls become enamored with me very quickly because I am a cute, soft boy.
Okay.
So like they see this like soft, nice side of me, and then they paint this picture of me being like a very put together, functional, romantic adult. And I have to like, she like started seeing that image, and I have to be like, I'm a degenerate. Like you need to know this right away.
I
like
think you're just trying to set her bar extremely low.
But that's what I'm trying to do. Because I'm like, you need to know this for sure. Like, you can't have any expectations. I am a failure. Like, I am barely making it. And she's like,
Meyer girl model. I don't want to say here that stick it out. Avery's lying. I don't know him very well.
true
but
degenerate.
he's a self-sabotager, which means he really likes you and he's afraid of himself.
That's true. But what I did in past relationships was the opposite, where I'm like, I'm awesome. Like you're making a great decision with me. With her, I'm like, you might be ruining your goddamn life right now. Like I might.
At that point, you're like, "What's your tax? What's your credit score coming in here? Duh, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! I don't want to fuck that up."
What are your student loans? Do you have student loans? Are you in debt right now? Like we need to get. I've also been in the relationship jumping to that point too, where I'm like, I'm fucking old enough now. Like, let's see if this works practically. like we know this works emotionally and that's easy, but like, what's your 5-year plan? And that's it's so much.
I told my
fun.
girl, I was like, listen, I'm not really not trying to get married. She's like, well, I was like, what if I make money one day? I'm not trying to go through the legal process of that.
What did she say about that?
Yeah, it's ongoing.
Does she like want it? Is she like, no, like I like you, let's build a life, family? Or are you guys still like kind of young and figuring it out and shit?
I mean, she definitely sees a future with me, and I see a future with her. Otherwise, I would have broke up with her. But so that's really cool. And just in the sense that like I said, in the back of my mind, it's still like that little nagging voice, like it could happen. I'm like, you're right. So that's cool. I don't know. Like I said, every day I literally wake up and I just wonder myself, like, what am I gonna eat today? Like I don't think too far ahead.
I have that problem to like a horrible degree, but I literally have such a bad memory that I can only function on a day-to-day basis.
I have shows next month, and I can't tell you what time, date. Like I wrote it down somewhere, and I was like, I'll worry about that one.
I don't know. Yeah, when I work later in the week, I look every single day. I'm like, do I work today? And then I'm like, no, I don't work today. And then I think that's the best way to live, though. Yeah. It's the most fun.
It's the less stress-free. I was like, look, future me will handle all those future problems. And he has to because he has no choice at that point in time.
Future me and past me aren't good friends.
They're not. Like, future me is like, why the fuck did you... I'm like, listen, dude, that's your problem. It's due tonight. You have to get it done. Are you a big napper?
I mean, not really.
See, I was
kind of. I wake
up
up fucking early in the morning. I don't know why.
Do you have to do the work or something like that? Oh, you are weird.
Yep.
You do it just for the fun
I wake up. I have coffee. I get the paper now just because I
That is such
love
an
getting
old
the
man
fucking paper.
shit.
I drink my coffee. I read the paper. I just like sit around. I love candles. So like,
okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop you there. I fucking love candles. No, stop. Don't. You do not shame us on loving candles. Candles are the shit.
It like fills the room with a certain ambiance and effervescence.
It's a fact. You can't be mad
warm.
with candles.
Yeah,
you can't.
I light them every day. I go to Marshall's like once or twice a week. I stock up on my candles. I like my vanilla scents and my warm red scents. And it makes for a beautiful morning.
Avery, you're gonna have a girl propose to you in like the next 2 years with this shit. And he
Thank you for bringing out the village candle. Yeah,
what flavor is this?
I think that's maple.
Flavor? You taste them?
It's pancakes, I think.
Oh no, I don't know if I smell that. What are we thinking about that?
I like pancakes.
That's nice.
You know what?
Oh, maple butter.
Yeah.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I don't eat breakfast.
Me too. So, but you like pancakes? What the hell's going on?
I eat pancakes for dinner, baby.
Oh man, that's the struggle bus. But I'm with it.
I had bacon and eggs.
When people were like, I eat breakfast for dinner, I was like, I know what that means. That means you eat cereal, and you're like, well, it was just me and Captain Crunch. It was me and Captain Crunch.
Bro. That's a choice I'm making, dude.
I was like, listen, I did the frozen waffles for dinner a couple nights ago. My fridge looks like I'm never home, which is true. And like, when my girl comes up and said, what are we gonna eat? I was like, I don't know what you were gonna eat. I'm gonna eat an orange and call it a night. Like,
You don't like see, I am literally the exact opposite, where I talk to the girl and I'm like, what is some food that I can stock at the house to have ready for you if you come over and get hungry?
What's gonna happen is every girl that's ever hated me or dated me in the past is immediately gonna slide into your DMs.
Because they're like,
she's
wait, he's cute and he's caring.
And he's like, what? He cares what I want to eat before I get home.
I went to the store yesterday. I'm like, she just got Invisalign, so her teeth hurt. So I got a bunch of applesauce and like yogurt and different shit. I'm like, oh, I got it all ready for you.
My girl got Invisalign. I just told her to take them out.
You're like, you can't wear those.
I know, because she's like, my teeth hurt. I'm taking bitches out.
You're like, you look fine.
Yeah, I was like, I like you the way you are. Then we hug and call it a day.
Fuck yeah.
Her dentist probably hates me though.
He's like, why do you never wear it? She's like, my boyfriend won't let me. She's like, why would you? What?
What is his credentials? What is?
He's like, when it hurts, he says to take them out, and then I take them out, and then
like, that's why you have a gap. That's why you don't. This doesn't fix shit.
What do you want?
Oh God, this was fun as fuck.
Yeah, I think we're right about at that time.
Bro, this flew
Fuck
by.
yeah. Well, we thank you very much for listening. This has been another beautiful episode of the Avery Hutto Show. I'm Avery Hutto. You can follow me on Instagram at Avery B Hutto, or on Facebook at the Avery Hutto Show.
I am Robert Dortch. Why do you not do social media that much anymore?
I'm getting back on it.
Okay.
I deleted it and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. And then I went the complete opposite direction.
You told me on like a Thursday you were done with social media, and I saw you on Instagram on a Sunday.
Yeah, I have a problem.
I was like, he just doesn't want me to follow him.
No,
I get it.
I'm getting on TikTok now. We're gonna start making
Hell yeah.
TikToks. I'll get on
Let's
fucking
go.
anything, any of the apps. I'm gonna be on
look,
every
TikTok,
app.
OnlyFans, all of that.
I'll make an OnlyFans right.
I would
fucking
not. I'm afraid of not having enough followers if I make OnlyFans.
Tell them where to find you, Robert.
So my name is Robert Dortch. Follow me at R_Dortch. That's DORTCH. Another underscore. There we go. I need to work on that little profile picture, but
That looks good.
I had to delete most of my stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Signing off. We will see you next week. Bye bye. Fuck yeah, man.
that was fun as
Fuck yeah.